Assalamu alaikum. Just finished up my run. It's the evening right now. This is what view we got. Just finished up my run. It's 6:11 p.m. right now. I'm about to break my fast in the next 6 minutes. I haven't ate or drank anything since about 4 this morning. So a little, 14-hour fast. That's not too bad, but I want to make this video, just finish my run. And I think without water, like my muscles are just struggling to breathe. But I want to make this video because it's my first ever time, I guess, participating. I don't know if that's the right verbiage for it, but participating in Ramadan. And I was going to get into like the little backstory, just like authentically document my first time fasting. It is February 18th, 2026. I'm in Miami, Florida. It's the view that I just showed y'all. But yeah, I mean, this past year I've been, really honed in on myself, really, disciplined, really focused on self-improvement. And one thing that I haven't been the strongest with is God. Just putting my faith first, putting my faith in a higher power. I feel like I should start prepping up my food so I can eat. My muscles are, oh man, I'm cramping. Yeah, that's no water. Wow. My calves are cramping right now. Here, I'm gonna set up a tripod so I can kind of cook and talk at the same time. Give me a second. Okay, I have the mic attached to my chain right here. Hopefully the audio is not trash, but yeah, I really need water. I'm so thirsty. But it's my first ever time fasting. I think that's good. Pretty good angle. Yeah, but it's my first ever time fasting. About to break this fast in the next 5 minutes or so. I'm about to eat a crazy meal, but yeah, just a little, I guess, preface and backstory. Like, I live in Miami, Florida, and I moved from Richmond, Virginia. I was raised in Richmond. I was born in South Carolina I was there for 4 years. It doesn't really count, but I was raised in Richmond, Virginia, and I was raised, if you can't tell from the way I convey my, I guess you can say my accent, because I'm very American. The way I talk is very American compared to where my family is from, which is Jordan, the Middle East, which, like, don't penalize me, but I think it's Asia. I might be tripping. I know it's not Europe, but I think it's Asia, the continent at least. But my head's kind of on a swivel because I don't know what I should prep, but I got 3 minutes until I can break my fast. I'm thinking dog out these 2 steaks right here. Got some ribeyes, I think ribeyes might be the best option. Throw ribeyes, butter, pickles, and then I got a little soda after I drink some water. Let me show you the soda that I drink. I got this from Costco the other day, but it's a Zevia. Man, my muscles are like cramping right now. Damn, I feel like flat. Ooh, a little bit of structure to the muscle. Damn, my muscles are tweaking, bro. I need water. Um, I need carbs. What am I looking at? Man, I did not prep at all. I was gonna make green beans. You know what? Should I? Should I? Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. It might take a little bit longer, but fuck it. But yeah, I guess going a little bit more into my backstory. Religion was never forced on me as a kid, so I was left to find answers to all the questions that I had about the world. Like, when I heard people talk about God, honestly, I thought they were schizophrenic. I didn't know what it meant to believe in God or put my faith in a higher power. So I kind of just like had to question everything. Ooh, a little fatigued, but yeah, I mean, I dropped out of college almost 2 years ago now, and ever since then, I've just been on my own journey. And in that, I realized that I wanted more. I wanted a lifestyle that I could be happy in. I felt directionless at the time in college. I was pursuing a business finance degree. It just felt like the most authentic thing to me because I wanted money. I wanted to be successful. So I thought business finance is where my heart should go. But I found no interest in the things that I was learning. I couldn't see how the things I was learning were applicable to the actual real world. My fast about to break in a minute, but kind of like spewing out this video. But um, I just didn't know how the things were actually applicable to the real world. So turns out I just took the leap of faith. I dropped out not knowing my next moves 100%. I had a business that I was I was trying. It was an agency where I would cold call financial advisors and offer them a B2B service where I would find them qualified clients that ultimately failed. And it took me to like that failure made me understand that I wasn't the man who could handle a successful business because I blamed everything at the time. Like I couldn't do client fulfillment. It wasn't a real thing anymore. That business model wasn't working anymore, so I just couldn't do it. But in reality, all of the problems that I faced within the business, the reason why it failed was my own doing because I couldn't take responsibility. I couldn't take accountability. And it's 6:18 right now. Ooh, nice little Lambo. I'm gonna drink my water. Um, my head is on a swivel, bro. All right, I'm about to drink my water. Ready? 6:18. I feel like, again, I've never had Islam forced on me, so I don't even speak Arabic. I can understand it a little bit, so I know I should be saying a prayer. But I mean, thank you God for this day. Thank you God for this, 24 hours where I could build up this sacrifice of putting down food and water for sunrise to sunset and just practicing self-control and discipline. So let's take a little swig. Wow. It makes you grateful for water, which you take for granted because it's so accessible to you. And reality is that a lot of people don't have clean and clear water to drink. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Wow. Nah, that was fire. That was fire. The feeling that you get is like it's like no other. Hold on, let me do it again. That's good. That's really good. Sorry, my storage got full, but like I was saying, I'm not really that hungry because my first meal at 4 a.m. was really, really filling. I'm gonna try to multitask best I can while I'm making this video, but um, yeah, I didn't think culture was for me. The business that I started, I hope the mic is picking up right now, but the business I started, it wasn't. I blamed everything except myself. Didn't take accountability. And it wasn't until I took that accountability and realized that I wasn't the man who could build that successful business that I realized that that's what I need to focus in on myself for. So for 9 months straight, I was just putting myself through the ringer of self-improvement, waking up at 4:15 a.m. every single day. Actually, I'm just going to focus on cooking and then make the video then. So let me get to it. 6:40 right now. This took me about 20 minutes to put together. 2 ribeyes, sourdough, dates, berries, pickles, cheese. So let's get to it. Again, I'm not really that hungry, which is kind of odd. I don't fast typically. I think it's 99% sure. It's the breakfast that I had this morning. I guess you could call it suhar. My research that I did. Let me take at least one bite before I start yapping. I just want to document in real time that this is something that I'm doing on my own. I live with no one. I don't have too many connections here in Miami, which is a little surprising from what you expect, but I don't. Only because I'm careful with who I surround myself with. And when I came here for the first time, I surround myself with a lot of people and they burn me very quick. So like I was getting to my lore. So I had that business, went on self-improvement. dropped out of college, lived with my parents, 9 months straight, just going hard on self-improvement. That's when I was able to actually have control of my life, control over the thing that I had no control over. I felt lost, purposeless, but then I realized that that purpose is built within myself, within building myself, so I could be in the right mindset, be in the right physical capabilities to handle any business that I put my hands on. So that exact struggle was what led me to teach others how to do the same exact thing. So on social media, as you can see through documenting like my failures towards success in an authentic way in this past year, this is what I do. I teach others how to do that. I run a mentorship where I have students that I work one-on-one with, and I tailor my exact, what the problems that I used to face, how I overcame them. I help my students do the same exact thing so they can do it in half the time, half the headache, and half the cost of them trying to do it on their own. So that's what brings me fulfillment. This is what the rabbi is looking like. Not really too bad. I guess the only thing that I haven't really been dialed in with is just my faith. Again, I never had religion forced on me as a kid. So I just had to find those answers to questions that I had. And in this past year, I realized that I need to put my faith in a higher power. And I just want to be well-read, well-educated about every single religion: Christianity, Islam, Judaism. I think that's like the main three. And I want to start with what feels authentic to me, which I am Jordanian blooded, which means that a lot of my family practices Islam naturally, because that's where my family originated from. So that's what it looks like for me, like this. Sorry, I'm just super unprepared for this video because my storage ran out on my other phone. But the point is that I feel like spiritually, that's the last thing that I'm missing. And my close friend, I keep only 2 friends close to me since I moved here, and they're back in Virginia, which is telling. But he just talked to me one day, he said, you know what, I'm gonna be fasting this month. I think it's a great opportunity for you to step closer towards God. So I took it as an opportunity to really devote myself towards a higher power, and it feels great. It feels great because I feel like it's a spiritual cleanse. It feels like it's a form of discipline, a form of intention, a form of self-control towards a higher power. So that's what I'm going to treat it as. I fly out to Philly in 2 days from Miami to see my family. I have some family up in Philly, and I'm just going to spend that weekend with them. I haven't seen my family in a little while, so it's going to be really nice. But yeah, I just want to document this, my first time fasting through Ramadan. So yeah, I'm going to finish up my meal. I'm honestly kind of hungry now, looking at my food, but I just want to talk for this video. But yeah, I appreciate y'all watching, and I will see y'all later. Peace.